Greetings, dear students. I hope that I am properly audible. And now unit number 2 is of probability distributions, in which we have initially understood what is meant by random variable, then discrete, continuous, and special probability distribution. Distributions, discrete, we have considered Bernoulli distribution, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, and now we have seen the properties also, in the sense that the probability form of discrete type of probability distribution is by probability that P capital X takes particular value small x. That is probability mass function. It satisfies two properties like that. Then we have seen continuous distributions also. The probability form is represented by probability density function small f of x. Again, it satisfies two properties. The first property is that f of x value greater than equal to 0 and integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of x into dx is equal to 1. Then I am going to revise a little about that uniform distribution. Remember that uniform distribution is in case of discrete type and in case of continuous type also. Now here let us discuss in case of continuous random variable. A continuous random variable capital X is said to follow a uniform distribution with parameters A and B if its probability density function is given by like this: small f of x equal to 1 upon b minus a, and a less than equal to x less than equal to b, and 0 otherwise. Even if you do not write 0 otherwise, that is fine. It is understood 0 otherwise. We can draw the graph also. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and a. Suppose this is a, x equal to a. This is, and this is the line. So we can see when x is from minus infinity to a, f of x is 0. When x is from a to b, f of x is 1 upon b minus a. And again, when x is from b to infinity, so this is uniform distribution. Okay. Then we have seen distribution function also for this, and it was f of x is equal to, yes, we have done it, 0 for x less than a, and then it is x minus a upon b minus a for a less than equal to b, and is equal to 1 for a greater than equal to b. So this distribution function is defined in case of discrete as well as continuous type of random variable, and it is the definition is probability that the random variable takes value less than equal to the real number small x. Only the way of finding it differs. In case of discrete random variable, we are adding the probabilities values taken by the random variable x which are less than or equal to small x. And in case of discrete random variable, we are integrating. It is integration from minus infinity to small x f of t into dt. For t into dt. This is the definition. And as such, we can draw the graph of this distribution function also. So this will be x versus capital F of x. This is one somewhere here, and this is suppose x equal to a, this is the line, x equal to b, this is the line. So when x is, okay, I am going to use some another style. When x is less than a, capital F of x is 0. And then when x is greater than or equal to b, capital F of x is equal to 1. And in straight line, so like this. So in between, when x is between a to b, f of x is equal to x minus a upon b minus a. Now you can see the distribution function is continuous, and that was the alternative definition. Already see, I have already told that if a random variable capital X takes either finite or countably infinite number of values, then we say that it is a discrete type of random variable. Whereas if a random variable is taking values uncountable values, means uncountable or is always infinite. It is more than infinite. If a random variable takes uncountable number of values, then it is called as a continuous type of random variable. These are the original definitions of a discrete as well as a continuous type of random variable. But I had explained you through one example last time. If we have a discrete type of random variable, then if we find the distribution function capital F of x, it is a step function. If we plot the graph, that is a step function. And if we see here, the distribution function here is continuous. So alternatively, we can define discrete and continuous type of random variables as if the distribution function, if the graph of a distribution function is a step function, then the random variable is a discrete random variable. And if the graph of the distribution function of a random variable is continuous, then the corresponding random variable is a continuous type of random variable. So you can see it is continuous. You see capital F of x equal to 0 when x is less than a. So that means I want to say that here limit capital F of x as x tends to a from minus sign, this is equal to 0. This is what 0. And also limit capital F of x as x tends to a from right hand side, that is equal to, see, x minus a upon b minus a means a minus a upon b minus a, and that is equal to 0. So left limit and right limit both are same. So the function capital F of x is continuous at the point x equal to a. Similarly, is it continuous at the point x equal to b? So let us find limit capital F of x as x tends to b minus is equal to, see, we are going to use the formula x minus a upon b minus a. In that we are going to put x equal to b minus a upon b minus a. This is left hand limit, this is 1. And what is right hand limit? Limit capital F of x as x tends to b plus p plus. So this is equal to 1 from right hand side straight away. So At x equal to b also, the left and right limits are the same, so the function is continuous at the point x equal to b also. Already it is continuous for any x from minus infinity to a, from a to b, as well as from b to infinity. So we can see this is a continuous function. Further, I want to say that the distribution function is always either remaining constant or increases. So it is a non-decreasing function. And one more thing, see, there are some pure properties of this distribution function. F of x as x tends to minus infinity, this is 0. The limit capital F of x as x tends to plus infinity, this is equal to 1. This is always yes. Not only for this, for any distribution, this is going to happen. Then we have defined mean and variance. We have found mean and variance for this distribution. So mean was expected value of x is equal to a plus b by 2, and then variance of x was equal to b minus a whole square divided by 12. Of course, you can say a minus b square divided by 12. Absolutely no worry, both are the same. Okay, because 3 minus 5 whole square is same as 5 minus 3 whole square. It really doesn't matter. So this was all about exponential distribution. Then I will be discussing more now on exponential distribution. Then normal distribution also today itself. So whatever things I am going to cover until I had started at 4:44, so I'll be closing by 5:44, 1 or 2 minutes extra. 61, 62 minutes, and then I will stop. Till that, let us see what we are able to do. But now in M2, you have studied single integration, double integration, triple integration. In single integration, you have seen 5 different methods of single integration as reduction formulae, gamma integral, beta integral, differentiation under the integral sign, and error function. So you must be very much perfect on this. And see here, I am going to revise. So these are going to be very much useful to you. Integration x to the power n 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus x into dx. This is equal to gamma n. Further, if you obtain reduction formula of this, so it will be n minus 1 times gamma of n minus 1. Further, if n is natural number, then this is n minus 1 factorial. Okay. This is the first form of gamma. Integration 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus x into dx is equal to gamma n. So see, I do not remember whether you people have studied in M3 Fourier series like that. So in that also this was very, very useful. Integration 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus a into x into dx is equal to gamma n upon a to the power n. This is second result. And one more result, integration 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus ax into dx. This is equal to gamma n by 2 upon twice into a to the power n by 2. We should never forget these results. These are always required during M2, M3 also, and henceforth also this will be always needed. Now I am going to define about exponential distribution, and let us see. I had just defined 2 days back during the latest lecture. We have exponential distribution. So I am going to define freshly, and we are going to study its some smooth properties, exponential distribution. So here, continuous a random variable capital S is said to follow an exponential distribution with parameter theta, if its means it has only one parameter theta, if its probability density function is given by small f of x is equal to, remember, 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta, that's all. X greater than equal to 0 and theta greater than 0. This is the definition of an exponential distribution. Now, which are the situations wherein this exponential distribution is going to be applicable? Now, there are, I have already mentioned, lifetime of an electronic component, maybe battery or any electronic component, so that behaves like an exponential distribution. The notation is x follows exponential distribution with parameter theta. We can draw the graph of this also, absolutely possible to draw the graph here. This is origin, x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. After that, we must have some value of theta, because what is parameter? See, there are plenty of special, discrete as well as continuous type of probability distributions. For every distribution, there is either 1 or 2 or 3 parameters, and what is parameter? Parameter is a quantity which, when specifies the distribution completely. So this is in general theta. So theta can be any finite positive real number. If I tell the lifetime of an electronic bulb, a bulb is 1000 hours. So accordingly, we have to associate some value of theta as 1000 or something like that. That means during a discussion, there is some fixed value of theta. But if we deal with some identical example, in another situation, there will be some different value of theta. In this sense, theta is a constant. Its value remains the same during a particular situation or discussion. If we have another discussion, then theta may change its value. So such quantities are called as parameters. Now here, let us have theta is equal to 1. So power minus x greater than equal to 0. What does this mean? When x is from minus infinity to 0, f of x is 0, and after that, from 0 to infinity, f of x is e to the power minus x. Suppose x equal to 0, then f of x is equal to e to the power minus 0, means 1. This will be 1. After that, 0.1, you put e to the power minus 0.1 like that, and you could go on continuing. And if we put x equal to infinity, f of x equal to e to the power minus x will be e to the power minus infinity, that is 1 upon e to the power infinity, that is 0. So it goes on closing, close, and it will touch. It will go like this. Like this. So this is the graph of f of x when theta is equal to 1. Like that. then theta equal to something different will be there. But this area will be always 1. This area is going to be always 1. Area is equal to 1. Let me tell some interesting properties in case of continuous type of probability distributions, that here we can obtain the probability that the random variable takes value a less than x less than b. This is same as probability that a less than x less than equal to b. This is same as probability of a less than equal to x less than b. This is same as probability that a less than equal to x less than equal to b, and all are equal to integration from a to b f of x into dx. So the reason is that, see, this x versus f of x. When x is a continuous type of random variable, it has some function. So this is the distribution. Sorry, this is the probability density function. A is somewhere here, B is somewhere here. What is probability that the random variable takes value between A and B? That is given by this shaded region, area of the shaded region, like this. Okay. So that's why, as in case of continuous type of random variable, there are uncountable number of values. It really doesn't matter. You can say a less than x or a less than equal to x. You can say x less than b or x less than equal to b. All are same. But it really matters when x is a discrete type of random variable. See, there are so many special discrete type of random variables, such as Bernoulli, then binomial, Poisson, hypergeometric, so many. So in that, if you are asked what is probability that x greater than equal to 1 and what is probability that x greater than 1, there is difference between these two when x is a discrete type of random variable. Okay. So this happens. Now, with in regard to this exponential distribution, I have already told that this PDF always satisfies two properties. Property 1 is that f of x is greater than equal to 0 for any real value of x. Okay. So you can see f of x equal to e to the power minus x. So, or you can see the graph. This is graph. So if you consider any value from minus infinity to 0, f of x is 0, and then from x equal to 0 until infinity, f of x is some positive value, something like that. So the f of x is always greater than equal to 0. And the second condition is that integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of x into dx, this must be equal to 1. So in this problem, you see f of x equal to 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta when x is greater than equal to 0. So minus infinity to 0, this is one part, and then from 0 to infinity. So 0 into dx plus 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta into dx. So this is equal to 0 plus 1 upon theta constant outside. Then you can see x to the power 1 minus 1 e to the power minus x upon theta dx. Otherwise also you can solve, but I will be making use of our standard gamma integrals. So this is gamma 1 upon 1 upon theta to the power 1. So this is the second form of gamma. बरोबर है ना? Integration 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 n equal to 1 into e to the power minus a into x into dx, a equal to 1 upon theta. And the answer काय असतं? Gamma n upon a to the power n. So gamma 1 is equal to 0 factorial, that is 1, and this is equal to 1. Theta cancel. So this is always going to be there. So the total area is this. Then the next thing, how to find the distribution function of this distribution function? So I will be finding distribution, or you can say cumulative distribution function also. Distribution function of an exponential distribution. So we know that is capital F of x, and that is probability that the random variable capital X takes value less than equal to x, and this is obtained by integration, as x is exponential distribution is a continuous type of distribution. Minus infinity to x f of t into dt. So I can write f of x into dx also, but these 3x will be causing little confusion. So I am saying you can say integration minus infinity to x f of u du mana f of t dt mana f of I into di mana, it really doesn't matter. So I have been telling this always again and again that as long as we have definite integral, means if there are certain limits, then the variable we are integrating is absolutely immaterial. You can write with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to t, u, it really doesn't matter. Now as we see here, so we'll be making the first part, case 1 as x is lying between minus infinity to 0. So here, case 1, minus infinity less than, how to say? Yes, minus infinity less than x and less than 0. So in that case, capital F of x, you can see here, there is absolutely no region. So here integration minus infinity to x, 0 into dt, and that is equal to 0. So as long as x is from minus infinity to 0, f of x is equal to 0. And then the second case we will be considering case 2, that 0 less than equal to x and less than infinity. Now our x is somewhere here. This is x. So in that case, what is probability capital F of x? So in that case, capital F of x is equal to, again, integration minus infinity to x f of t dt. असतच काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. वर आहे परत लिहित नाही मी, लिहून टाकलं, पण मी काय करणार आता, so we have to minus infinity to 0. So someone is making annotation, so please, that is really not good. I can remove that. So this is nuisance. The first thing, integration हा x पा 0 to infinity च्या दरम्यान x आहे. So we have to divide the range from minus infinity to x into two parts. Minus infinity to 0. So minus infinity to 0, f of t is 0, 0 into dt. Plus integration 0. f of t is equal to 1 upon theta e to the power minus, बघा, 1 upon e to the 1 upon theta e to the power minus t upon theta into dt. So this is equal to 0 plus 1 upon theta outside, then integration is e to the power minus t upon theta upon minus 1 upon theta from 0 to x. So this is equal to, this is minus, then 1 upon theta and 1 upon theta cancels. Let us put t equal to x. So it is becoming e to the power minus x upon theta, and minus e to the power 0 is 1. So this is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus x upon theta. This is distribution function. You can draw graph of this distribution function also, but see, these things are very, very handy distribution function to find the probabilities. So I will be constructing some problem on exponential distribution, and okay, I suppose that the, again, I think distribution, I have to obtain I have to obtain mean and variance of this exponential distribution also. So I will be obtaining the mean that is expected value of x, and that is integration minus infinity to plus infinity x into f of x into dx. So this is equal to, as you know, see, f of x equal to 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta x greater than equal to 0 एवढं आहे बघा. मग आता इथं काय येणार, इंटिग्रेशन मायनस इन्फिनिटी टू 0 x into 0 into dx येणार, प्लस इंटिग्रेशन 0 to इन्फिनिटी येणार x into f of x काय 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta into dx असं येणार. So this is equal to 0 plus 1 upon theta integration 0 to infinity x to the power 1 can be written as 2 minus 1, then e to the power minus x upon theta into dx. See, so this is 1 upon theta, then this is second form of gamma, integration 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus a into x into dx is gamma n upon a to the power n. So gamma 2 is 1 factorial and 1 upon theta into theta square, so this is theta. So mean of exponential distribution is theta, the parameter itself. Now I have to find variance, and we know that variance of x, original formula is expected value of x minus expected value of x whole square, and after simplification we are getting this as expected value of x square minus square of the expected value. Okay, so actually we know, just now we have found expected value of x, we have to find expected value of x square. So let us find it. Expected value of x square equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity x square into f of x into dx. So this is equal to integration minus infinity to 0 x square into 0 into dx plus integration 0 to infinity x square into f of x as 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta into dx. So the first term is 0 plus 1 upon theta is outside, integration 0 to infinity x to the power 3 minus 1 e to the power minus x upon theta into dx. So this is equal to 1 upon theta gamma 3 upon 1 upon theta to the power 3. So this is equal to, gamma 3 is 2 factorial, then 1 upon theta, theta cube. So this is equal to 2 into theta square. And therefore, variance of x equal to expected value of x square minus square of the expected value. So this is 2 into theta square minus, we have seen in the previous slide, expected value of x is theta and square of that. So this is theta square. Thus, if x follows exponential distribution with parameter theta, then mean of the random variable is theta and variance of the random variable is equal to theta square, like that. Okay. So now I'm going to give one important property, but before that I will like to discuss one problem. Let us construct one simple problem. the average lifetime of a make of bulb is suppose 800 hours. Find the probability that find the probability that a particular bulb of the make works for first mm, at least 100 hours, and here at the most 600 hours. I'm just randomly discussing this problem. Now let us try to solve this. Sorry. So here I will define it as let capital X be the lifetime of a bulb of that particular bulb. So here X follows exponential distribution with parameter theta. Now in this problem it is given that the average lifetime is 800 hours. And we know that if X follows exponential distribution with parameter theta, then the mean is theta. That means here as mean is 800, theta must be equal to 800. Therefore, the probability density function of X is given by small f of X equal to sorry, okay, f of X equal to 1 upon 800 e to the power minus X upon 800, the X greater than equal to 0, okay, and 0 otherwise. This is the way, okay. Once you write the probability density function and the values of the parameters, then you can find any probability. So the first thing, the first probability you want to find is find the probability that a particular bulb will work for at least 100 hours. So probability that X greater than equal to 100. So this is at least 100. So this is as good as, see, 100 less than equal to X and less than infinity. Okay. So this is 100 less than equal to x and less than infinity. Both are exactly the same. So this is 100 to infinity f of x into dx. So this is equal to 100 to infinity 1 upon 800 e to the power minus x upon 800 into dx. So you have to just solve this 1 upon 800, then e to the power minus x upon 800, then 1 upon minus 1 upon 800. So this is 100 to infinity. Okay. So this will be equal to, so uh, 1 upon 800 and 800 cancels. Okay. So minus. So we can do one thing. I can be writing in the box e to the power minus x upon 800, and I can the negative sign can be observed by interchanging the limits. So I can say in infinity to 100. So this is e to the power minus 1 by 8 and minus e to the power minus infinity, that is 0. This is e to the power minus 1 by 8. Okay. And the second part was find the probability that a particular bulb will last for at the most 600 hours. So probability that x is, so at the most, what do you think? X less than equal to 600. 600. This is probability is integration from 0 to 600 f of x into dx. So this is integration 0 to 600 1 upon f of x 1 upon 800 e to the power minus x upon 800 into dx. So this is equal to 1 upon 800 then e to the power minus x upon 800 upon minus 1 upon 800. So this is from 0 to 600. Again, you can understand 100, 800 cancels and negative sign can be observed by saying e to x upon 800. Then 600 to 0. So this is e to the power 0 is 1 minus e to the power minus 600 upon 800, and this is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus 3 by 4. This is the probability. Again, you can, if you are interested, you can use the calculator and you can get the value of this. So in this way we have solved both the probabilities. The another way to solve the same problem is that as we see the PDF is 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta x greater than equal to 0. You can write the cumulative distribution function. The cumulative distribution function is capital F of x is equal to, see, we have already solved this. As 1 minus e to the power minus x upon theta x greater than equal to 0. So 1 minus e to the power minus x upon theta किती 800 and x greater than equal to 0. Actually अजून वर लिहायला पाहिजे होतं 0 if x less than 0 like that. पण ठीक आहे, काय हरकत नाही. Now the first part is the first probability that x greater than equal to 100. Probability that x greater than equal to 100. This was the probability we had found. You can see we had integrated small f of x dx from 100 to infinity. So finally we got the answer as e to the power minus 1 by 8. Now see, again capital F of x म्हणजे काय असतं? Capital F of x म्हणजे काय असतं? Probability that the random variable capital X takes value less than equal to x असतं ना? Okay. So here probability that capital X is greater than equal to 100, this can be written as 1 minus probability that x is less than equal to 100. खरं म्हणजे strictly less than लिहायला पाहिजे. X is continuous type of random variable, it really doesn't matter. So this is equal to 1 minus capital F of 100. So this is equal to 1 minus, आता capital F of 100 काय आहे?
साडीची घडी करून पिशवीत ठेवायचं.
It is, so you have to be very much careful. I think I have the setting also. Okay, nobody can unmute now. So this is capital F of 100 will be 1 minus e to the power minus 100 upon 800. So this will be equal to 1 minus 1 cancel e to the power minus 1 by 8. You are getting answer quickly. See, काहीच वेळ लागला नाही. This is the power of the cumulative distribution function. The second probability काय होती? Probability that x less than equal to 600. So this is nothing but capital F of 600. This is, now you can see 1 minus e to the power minus 600 upon 800. So this is 1 minus e to the power minus 3 by 4. That's all. So quickly. So if you are using this facility, the cumulative distribution function, you are getting the things quickly. So there are 13 more minutes, and for the same I am going to start with the next proposition, and that is called as the king of all the probability distributions, normal, or another name is Gaussian. So many properties are there. Distribution, normal or Gaussian distribution. See, if we have a data, means there are some entities. Entities are there. With respect to every entity, we measure some value of the random variable capital X, and as such, we have thousands of observations with us. So every observation is some real number. As such, the property of the normal distribution, if there are many observations, then the distribution is going to be of like normal distribution. And under certain conditions, each of the special, discrete as well as continuous probability distribution can be related with the normal distribution. So here I'm going to give you the definition of normal distribution. It is a continuous random variable capital X is said to follow a normal distribution with parameters with parameters mu and sigma square. If its probability density function is given by, so this is very important, f of x is equal to 1 upon root 2 pi into sigma. Sigma is outside. In square root there is 2 into 5. Then e to the power minus 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma to the power 2. Minus infinity is less than x less than infinity. Then minus infinity is less than mu less than infinity. And sigma greater than 0. This is the perfect definition of a normal distribution. There are so many handsome properties of this, one after the another, one after. So we will be discussing some of these and then we'll stop, and in tomorrow's lecture we'll be discussing some problems on normal distribution. See, it will be by end year to finish every unit in around 5 lectures. So unit 1 was finished within 5 lectures, and after that this is the 4th lecture of on unit 2. So in tomorrow lecture I am going to finish unit number 2 also, and then we will be getting in the Sunday you will utilize perfectly. Then as such, as per the schedule, we will be having our in-sem examination. So already you are aware about all the things. Okay. Talking about the notation, x follows normal distribution with parameters mu and sigma square. Now, how the graph of this will look like? I have step also so much, but I'll be trying to discuss most of the things using pen now, and then how to find mean, variance, median, mode, something like that. Then in tomorrow I'll be having directly the PDF file, and we'll be discussing the problems. So this normal distribution has 2 parameters, mu and sigma square. These are the 2 parameters. Now how the graph of this will look like? The graph of a normal distribution is, so we'll be describing that, and here I am going to draw the graph. It is something like this. So I am not able to draw exactly, but you can understand that asymptote. Asymptote means tangent at infinity. So x-axis in both the direction is nothing but asymptote. Means the curve is going to touch x-axis, and the curve is going to touch to the x-axis at infinity at both the ends, and it is perfectly symmetric at some particular point. And this line is nothing but x is equal to mu. This is the line. So along the horizontal axis we have different values of x, and along the vertical axis we have corresponding values of f of x. And what is f of x? F of x is 1 upon root 2 pi sigma e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma whole square. So the graph of a normal distribution is bell shaped. You can see if you go in the temple, then the bell shape, perfectly symmetric. at or about x is equal to mu. It is perfectly symmetric at x is equal to mu. Okay. I'm going to then discuss about what is mean of this, what is variance of this, something like that. So the things will be coming automatically. I think that still okay. Um, while talking about mean, before that, see, if we have a perfect symmetric distribution, you can understand that I am not able to draw it perfectly symmetric, but it is perfect symmetry. Means if we are folding along the curve along the line x equal to mu, then both the parts of the curve are going to coincide each other. Okay, that is the meaning. Perfectly symmetric about x is equal to mu. And if we have a perfectly symmetric distribution, then for that distribution, arithmetic mean is same as median and same as mode. Already at the beginning we have seen different measures of central tendency. There are 5: arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, median and mode. We have seen significance of each in detail. Now see, for a normal distribution, arithmetic mean, median, mode all are same and those are equal to mu. Those are equal to mu. Okay. Yes, I can find this. Uh, I will like to find expected value of x immediately. So that is integration minus infinity to plus infinity x into f of x. This is the definition into dx. Okay. So this is integration minus infinity to plus infinity x. Then 1 upon root 2 pi sigma e to the power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu upon sigma to the power 2 into dx. And every time we have to make this substitution, put z is equal to. So we are making standardized. So z is standard normal variable. X is normal variable. Then I will be telling the smooth properties of this also. So put z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. Because of that, what will happen? dz is equal to dx upon sigma. So this becomes integration. When x is minus infinity, z is minus infinity minus mu upon sigma, so that is minus infinity. When x is plus infinity, z is infinity minus mu upon sigma. Then x is nothing but mu plus sigma z. When you are making some substitution, then in the next step, nothing is to be written in the form of old variable. That means everything is to be written in the form of new variable. Here x म्हणजे काय आहे mu plus sigma z. Then 1 upon root 2 pi, 1 upon root 2 pi. Then you can see dx upon sigma is equal to dz and e to the power minus z square by 2. So there is nothing to worry at all. If you are confident, then absolutely nothing to worry at all. Separate integration, again this 1 upon root 2 pi can be taken outside. Integration minus infinity to plus infinity. Mu is also constant. So what is remaining? E to the power minus z square by 2 into dz. And another integral, then that is integration minus infinity to plus infinity. Sigma z upon root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2 There is nothing difficult as such. That is the only of our thinking limitations. That's all. Now, again, integration minus a to plus a f of x dx is equal to 2 times 0 to a f of x dx when f of x is even and 0 when f of x is odd. We know this. Now, integration minus infinity to plus infinity, inside we have e to the power minus z square by 2. So it is an odd function, sorry, it is an even function, so you can write it 2 times constant as it is, integration 0 to infinity, e to the power minus z square by 2 into dz. Plus, now see, inside the second integral, there is z into e to the power minus z square by 2. See, z is an odd function and e to the power minus z square by 2 is an even function. Odd function is multiplied by even function, the product is an odd function, and limit from minus infinity to plus infinity 0. So this is equal to 2 mu upon root 2 pi. Then this can be written as x to the power 0 means 1 minus 1. And this is the third form of gamma, integration 0 to infinity x to the power n minus 1 into e to the power minus a into x square into dx. n म्हणजे 1 आणि a into x, a म्हणजे 1 by 2. So that is gamma n by 2 म्हणजे gamma 1 by 2 upon twice a म्हणजे 1 by 2 to the power n by 2 म्हणजे half. And we know gamma half is root pi. So this is 2 into mu into root pi divided by root 2 into root pi into 2, and this is root 2. So this must be equal to mu. You can simplify, you will find that the answer is mu. So the first parameter of the normal distribution is nothing but the mean. Mu is mean. Then what is median? Median is the positional average. Means that value below and above which there are equal number of observations. So if you see this total area is 1 or 100% observations, then definitely, so to the left of this line there are 50% observations, and to the right of that line remaining 50% observations. So x is equal to mu is median logically. What is mode? Mode is the most repeated value or that value which has maximum frequency. So frequency is along y-axis. See the height of that graph f of x. Maximum value of f of x, and from that draw a line parallel to y-axis. The corresponding value of x will be nothing but mode. So mode is again mu. So remember that for every distribution which is perfectly symmetric, the mean, median and mode are always the same or coincide. So we have completed here more than 100, more than 60 minutes. So